What's up, YouTube? Listen, family, we back at it, guys. I got a jam-packed video for you guys on today, full of nuggets, full of teaching. So please make sure you take some notes. I want to show you some things so that you guys can begin to see the bigger picture, even on a smaller time frame. Okay, without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into it. Guys, I want to say first off, major salute to those of you that did your thing on the day. Listen, I want you to prepare for takeoff. What does that mean? That means around here with me, guys, we not caring about what the market do. We going to take off with our plays, whether the stocks are going up or down. Okay, when you know the levels. For instance, I talked about on the downside today that the SPY, for example, would come down to 400/399. Somebody go look at where we closed at today. Another example, I talked about Tesla in the Discord this morning, that look for us to test levels of 190/188 on the downside. Guys, when you can know your levels, okay, when you know supply, when you know demand, when you have a firm handle on this game, no matter which direction the market go, you guys can prepare to take off and do your thing. Okay, that's what I want to make sure I reiterate on today. But without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into these charts. Keeping it consistent, guys. You already see I got the SPY pulled up on a 15-minute chart. Look at today's close here, 398.27, and after hours we're currently sitting at 398.34. Okay, I talked about in Discord today, look for this to come down to that 400/399 range. Shout out to anybody who did their thing on a day and made money just playing the levels we call out each and every day. Okay, guys, today I want to show you guys something. Take your eyes over here. All right, I want to first show you last week we had a gap. Let's just call this gap 1. Okay, we had a gap that the market left last week when we first began this run. Then it gapped up on Friday and kept going, and then it created another gap. We're gonna call that gap number 2 right there. Okay, and what I want you guys to start understanding, I always teach and tell you all gaps will be filled. Okay, yesterday I showed you a lesson that when we shot up for Monday, we ran up and made a double top. All double tops come down. Okay, that's just a setup for the stock to come down. So when you see that, you have to understand what they are doing. In this particular case, it was all an effort to get ready to close this particular gap right here. Okay, that was that gap, and then to make sure they closed it today at 10 o'clock when Fed Powell began to speak. Look at this big red candle right here, guys. Look at that big red candle right there. Okay, that big red candle took us down, and then that was your cue. Okay, anytime you get a big red candle, you already know more downward pressure is coming. Boom, we went down here, and then look at what that was a setup for. We created our what we call a bear flag, and check this out, guys. All of it was intended to close this gap. Look at how that ironically happens to a T. All gaps will be filled. Okay, it's important that you guys understand that first and foremost. Okay, whether they happen the same day, the end of day, or the next day. Now that's just my system. Sometimes, guys, it's a day or two later. End of the day, the point is they will be filled, and most times they fill right away, or they fill momentarily, or at least by the end of the day. I've been showing you this, so the proof is in the pudding. You guys can believe it if you want to, but my thing is, these are guaranteed home runs. All you got to do is, if you see a gap in the chart, this is why I want you to master the charts. On top of the patterns I teach you, on top of everything else I'm going to teach you and show you, if you guys can begin to understand, all gaps will be filled. So when you see them, you can just say, okay, which way the stock has to go to fill the gap. I told you, if you have a gap up, that means the market is going to come down that day, okay, or at some point in time, the next day, that's current day or whatever. So these gaps are going to be filled. But look at what we have here, guys. We closed after we filled the gap. We closed around 398 right here. Okay, now what I want to kind of reiterate for you guys is the next move to look out for. If we don't get a bounce, which will, let me just write this over here, resistance now equals 400. Okay, I want you guys to know that level. But the next target or support level we may see to the downside will be 394. Okay, and where does that take us, guys? That takes us to this level right around here. So I want you to look around 394 if we have another day like today with Fed Powell speaking and him giving remarks that's sending the market down. Okay, that would just be them reversing all of last week and the earlier part of this week's moves, just to kind of bring us back to break even. Okay, that's what that would be intended for. So what do I want you to do? Okay, I often say do this ASAP. Okay, for tomorrow I need you guys to the upside to be looking for 400. If we get a bounce, that will serve as resistance. So for example, if you start, for whatever reason, if they put some positivity back in the market and we start going back to the upside, no matter what the price is, your first target will be 400 if we even go up at all. Okay, that's going to be your new resistance level. Okay, I'll take all that 404 off the table for right now. You want to clear levels first. Okay, we lost that level, so now because we're under 400 down here at 398, we try to get back and regain that 400 level. If that don't happen, okay, you have to quickly adjust your mind. Okay, boom, we're not going up, everything is going down, everything is selling off, all I see is red. I want you to think this. Coach told us the levels, he told us about the gap fills, everything has been spot on. To the downside, our next level, if we lose 398, okay, look for that 394 level for the next place that we will try to go to. Okay, it's not about being right or wrong, guys. It's about you guys having an understanding of what stocks are trying to do and where stocks are trying to go. Okay, really quickly, a quick last minute lesson. When you see this cross right here, okay, you see this explosive move you got to the upside. Okay, well, now it has crossed back on this side, and of course you guys better believe you're going to get a explosive move to the downside like you've seen today to kick it off. Okay, just want to make sure you guys are having a big picture view of what's going on, how to play these things, how to make money in this market, no matter what the market is doing. We don't care about the news. It brings volatility, which brings opportunity, and that's the most important thing we love around here. Okay, we just want an opportunity to make money and make an honest living each and every day. When they have news, when the Fed speaks, when CPI comes out, when earnings comes out, all that does is give us a chance to get busy and get in our bag. Okay, so that's how I want you to look at these things. Block out the noise, block out all the fear mongering on CNBC, block out all the analysts that's talking about a 20% crash, a 20% run, and all that stuff. If it happens, we gonna be in the plays, because I'm calling them out every single day, no matter which direction they're going, regardless. Okay, but listen, guys, the money is in the chart. The trend is your friend. Understand it. Keep it simple. Make a killing. It's just like that. All right, with that being said, guys, listen, we make videos like this every day, so if you like this one, make sure you check out the next one. Remember, most people see the end result, very few consider the journey. So do me a favor, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you guys grab some free stock using my link below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.